What if I tell you I can predict the entire race weekend of a F1 driver? You wouldn't believe me, huh? Well, watch this video as I predict a one Gabriel Bortoleto's race weekend for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This is what I think is going to happen for every single rookie or driver that I pick for this season's 2025 F1 season prediction of all predictions that you've never seen. So I'm going to take every single driver in this game called Monoposto. It's right there. I'm going to take every single driver and simulate their result, a specific result from a specific track on a specific set of circumstances, and predict how it's going to end. If you like this, be sure to like and subscribe. And right now I have Gabriel Bortoleto in the green Sauber. I don't know if it's going to be green or not, but this is what I predict will happen for his race in Azerbaijan, in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So this is how the game sets. It's a qualifier given 5 laps, but now as he's making our way through his 3 sets of corners right here, will he get it? And he bumps into a corner, foreshadowing? I think not. Right now he's going and just about to hit the 50 board marker and makes that turn. Now it's time for the complicated Azerbaijan turn, as this is a street circuit. As he goes to right, then left, and then boom, makes it. This is qualifying hot lap, and well, in the qualifying, this is where you take all the risks with the softest of tire compound. And will he take the risk in braking a little late? He's only in his hot lap. I don't know why he's deciding to do that, but maybe it's to warm up the tires. And as you see, he's coming up to this last set of corners in the last sector. We are going to see something terrible happen to Gabriel, and unfortunately he will not even finish his hot lap as he crashes into the wall. The street circuit is too tight for him and you'd have to start at the back. Now of course, with the grid set out and him being at the back, the best option is to get a tire that will last a little bit longer with the setup a little bit better, which he does. Gets the medium tire while everyone opts to get the soft. And as the 5 red lights are on, he steps and steps and steps, and there we go, off the line. Of course, with his battery off, he's a little bit off the pace. There's already commotion right in front of him, but he's a little bit behind. Will he late break so that he can get a little more positions? Ocon right there is in 19th, and we see lots of cars turning left and right and right and left, and now we see another corner right up to this 50-meter board, and then he gets a little closer and closer. Now he's right behind his teammate, who is also dropped a few places from qualifying 16th, and now he's slipstreaming his teammate. Now will he get past his teammate? And also the Haas that is in front, and we have a yellow flag. A yellow flag has been hit right now, but the track is already being cleared. The track is being cleared. Now it's then Bortoleto is still at the back and still right behind his teammate, and now he's trying to swivel left and right, maybe do a switchback, but that was a failed attempt of a switchback. But he still gets his teammate. He gets his teammate and almost gets Ocon, and now Ocon is right behind him. He climbs over the curb and gets past his teammate as his teammate gets on a 5-second penalty, looking like he's the one who caused the accident. And now he brakes late and gets past Ocon and just manages to get a little bit closer to Albon. And now Albon again is another yellow flag in sector 2, but that's already been cleared. Albon is now right in front of him. 2 cars already overtaken in the first couple of sets of corners in the first sector and the first lap. We see Bortoleto in the medium tires doing his magic, as now he's got Albon. He sets his sight on Albon. Albon is right in front of him. Albon right now, is he going to overbrake him? And he does overbrake a little bit, but gets a little closer to Albon. Only now down in, he's only a second over him, and now he just keeps on getting closer and closer and inching closer into that back of the Williams, as the Williams surprisingly finds itself a little bit behind and a little bit out of pace. But is it the problem with Albon? This is where Bortoleto crashed, but this time he gets it, and he's now on the Azerbaijan start-finish straight, and he's running behind, gets closer and closer to the Williams, and he's so close to passing the Williams. Is he going to pass the Williams into turn 1? We guys have to see who's going to be the latest in braking, and it's Bortoleto who's late into the brakes, but this time he gets it and gets past the first Albon, the first Williams car, who he still is behind him. Now he sees a fight between Bearman and Sainz right in front of him, as Sainz is also a little bit back. We're not used to seeing Sainz over here, but this is 2025 now with the Williams car, and he gets past the Bear himself, another rookie, and Bortoleto, the two rookies, almost crash, but Bortoleto is into it. He's trying to do another switchback, but this switchback again is a failed attempt. We're gonna see a lot of that. Very, very close, and now a couple sets of corners here again, and gets that right hand corner gets the right hand corner correctly. Only 7 tenths behind, and now gets up trying to overbrake, and now Bearman still stands firm into the inside, trying to get into the outside, late braking into the braking zone right there. Gets past the sets of corners, and now this time he's got slipstream with Bearman now, and you see, and he gets past the Bear and gets past another car. Starting from last, he's already up into 16th, and now whoa, what a risk taker Gabriel Bortoleto is, as he's trying to chase after Sainz, the former Ferrari driver, now driving for Williams, right there in 15th, with Bortoleto in 16th. Already got a few bodies right behind him after starting P20 on the grid. Now Bortoleto again, this is where he got past the first Williams car. This time that was without DRS, now with DRS, and Sainz does not get DRS, and now Sainz trying to defend a little bit, and now he gets onto it. Will Sainz brake a little bit later to get into the position, and Bortoleto gets the position right into P15, with Sainz still behind him, lurking, but we just have to see. And Bortoleto almost lost it there in the third corner of the race, and now that brings Sainz a little bit closer to him, only 1/10 ahead of Sainz, and now he's trying to close the gap in Sainz. We're seeing a little bit of pressure added on to the rookie, as he's braking later and later than usual instead of keeping it clean so that he can build a gap. But we're now seeing the couple sets of corners right here. He's doing as much as possible to keep it clean so that he can build up a gap between him and Sainz, as he's chasing after another rookie that has joined this 2025 season. The 2025 season has seen the record amount of rookies since forever. As it's all seen here, has got 5 rookies, and he's chasing after the RB rookie, who's replaced Liam Lawson, who's gone up into the top tier team, seeing that they're potentially looking for a max replacement. Did not pick Sonoda, but they picked Lawson, and now they've got Lawson's replacement over here was in Isaac Hajar, and Bortoleto chasing after the F2 runner-up, the F2 champion, and the F2 runner-up, going in right here into the F1 in an F1 battle. Who would have thought? But later, as you can see, the driving strategy that Bortoleto has implemented has killed his medium tires already in the 4th lap, as medium tires should sort of last 6 or so laps, but now we're gonna see a tire change right here, and he goes for the hards. He's going for a longer second stint, as he sees he loses a couple places as he gets into the pits, but came in the pits in P15 and comes out of the pits in P18, as not that everyone else has changed tires. The hard tires take a little more time to degrade, even though you implement a very late braking, drift braking strategy in the race, and the hard tires is mostly a go-to, and see for a longer stint, so that he could maybe overcut a couple of drivers right here. Now, as we get to see, the work that was implemented in the first stint should be repeated this time, so that he can keep it clean and keep it up, as the rookie tries to improve his position that wasn't as great because of a qualifying mistake in the tough streets of Azerbaijan. And we see Bortoleto taking a few quarters, and chopping a few tenths off the gap that he has to Alonso, and now everyone else is going into the pits, as we see Piastri and Hamilton, who has joined the Scarlet Ferrari for the 2025 and beyond season. We get to see what the 7-time world champion can do for the Ferrari people. And same with Leclerc, same with Doohan, same with Stroll, same with Antonelli, who's also another rookie. Same with Ocon, and we get to see the overcut. Will it work? Will he get past a few of these people as he's stepping on in right there? Right, gets past the Alpine and gets back into P14 as he was in P18. No overtakes were needed to get back into form as he's got Antonelli, another rookie, like I said in the beginning, a Mercedes rookie who's going straight into the deep end in the Mercedes machinery right in front of him in P13. And as we see now, a strategy that has really worked out for Bortoleto as he's itching closer and closer into the points with Doohan. Yes, that is Doohan, the person creating this mod just didn't spell his name right. And as we see Doohan here, we see a three-way fight as Doohan is trying to get past Bortoleto while Bortoleto is trying to get past Antonelli, and Antonelli has got his fight of his own trying to get past. We cannot see who that is necessarily, but Antonelli is trying and trying, but now Bortoleto is itching closer. Oh, sorry, I meant that he's trying to get past Hulkenberg, and now Hulkenberg, Bortoleto's teammate, Bortoleto makes a huge mistake into the corner and lets his teammate past him. And this is an interesting fight, and now Doohan trying to get into the thick of things here as we see a 4-3 away. That's Piastri. What is going on with Piastri? I think he's had a blowout or an engine failure, but Hulkenberg gets past him, so has Bortoleto, and now the yellow flag comes out, and I think that is because of Piastri. Because of that, now the Hulkenberg, Nico Hulkenberg gets a little bit of breathing space from his rookie teammate as going into the first corner. Of course, Bortoleto implementing the strategy that is a late braking that saves on time but is deadly on the tires, itching closer and closer. He's got DRS opened. He's a little bit behind Hulkenberg now with DRS, and Slipstream is catching and gets past his teammate so expertly. That's a rookie getting past his much more experienced teammate, not only in the qualifying sense but also in the race sense, as Hulkenberg has been a staple in the sport for almost the entirety of the 2010s and a little bit bleeding into the 2000s, the late 2000s, as he was a rookie for BMW Sauber and was well considered a German force to reckon with, as the Germans were all over the F1 scene at the moment, at that time, with of course Schumacher being the focal point of that, being the focal point of the early 2000s dominance of Germany. Now, as we see, Bortoleto is now in P11 from P20, not right behind Antonelli in the Mercedes in P10, but close enough to, if Bortoleto puts a string of good laps around the track, he could itch closer into that gap. As we can see the order right on your left side of the screen with Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Tsunoda, Stroll, Alonso, Lawson, and Antonelli making up the top 10 of the race in lap 7 of 12 right there. So the hard tires, as much as it's been singing songs this second stint, would have to be changed because the strategy implemented is a 3-stopper, and we should see a reasonable change of a second pair of hard tires so that he can last for the majority of the race, as the tires are now in the point of no return. If any more laps are handed to these tires, they are simply going to go out. And now Doohan is right behind Bortoleto, something that has been happening for the second stint of this race, as the Alpines have been closer to the Sauber of Bortoleto, who is making that Sauber sing, as it's not supposed to be in such a high place, keeping an Alpine team with a 2026 Mercedes power unit partnership coming in next season when the regulations change. And right now, a team that finished the 2024 season quite strongly, actually, and now we see Bortoleto taking into the pits. Right behind him is Duin, who's also taking into the pits, but like I was earlier alluding, the Alpine team that did so much in 2024, and what am I seeing this right? I thought a hard compound was the correct strategy, but we do not know we do not know what's going on. And as we get into the first corner, Albon is all over. Bortoletto's all over Albon like the first stint, and gets DRS and uses the battery this time. Gets past Albon as quickly as Albon got past him, and now he's got Ocon right in front of him, and he's trying to switch it back, which I think it's a skill that he still needs to learn, and it's something that would have helped massively into getting the position. And he's getting closer and closer, and that was a horrible line to take as he loses time over Ocon, but this time a dive bomb all the way in the outside, and Bortoleto gets the place. The dive bomb, the courage to perform a dive bomb of such magnitude over, quite frankly, a way more experienced racing driver in Esteban Ocon, getting done like that. And also we see Duin getting past the Haas man. And as I was again earlier alluding, the Alpine team, who had a poor start to the 2024 season, had a strong finish all the way to the end of 2024 with that double podium in Brazil, and with Gasly getting regular P5s, P6s for Alpine to drag themselves from bottom of the constructors to snatch it away from Haas, who were more of the consistent team in that 2024 season. But sometimes consistency unfortunately does not pay, as we see yet again Bortoleto in a position where if he catches Stroll in the last laps of this race, he is going to earn a point or two for his efforts. It's been a mighty drive, it's been a mighty stint of a drive, it's been a up and down tactical fortitude for Bortoleto to even find himself in a position to earn a point after being all the way down there in P20 due to a mistake that was created of him. Of course, he's only a rookie, and rookies only get better with time. And honestly, the amount of criticism that would fall to a rookie should honestly be taken with the rookie's performances should be taken with a grain of salt, as they of course can produce magic when they can. I mean, they're obviously capable drivers of producing miracles on the track, but should also be given the leeway and given the space to make mistakes, as not everyone is a Max Verstappen stepping into a Red Bull and winning on his first Grand Prix with the Red Bull outfit, or a Lewis Hamilton in his first full season as a rookie competing for the world title against a two-time world champion as a teammate. And uh, everyone has there, or even a Piastri who came in the 2023 season and did a solid job for McLaren. Was tidy, was clean with his races, not really, not big of a notable mistake on the tire management, which, as we can see now, has come to bite Bortoleto, as his tires are gone with 2 laps to go. His tires are in the orange. Now it's either he pits and loses track position, or he stays out, tries to drive clean with tires that are slowly but surely dying and becoming slower and slower on the track. And with that, I feel with rookies, not everyone is fully naturally gifted or even lucky to test these cars that they are getting into, and most of them it's their first time driving a fully fledged F1 car. As we see, Bortoleto stays out and it has paid off for him massively, but we see the difficulty in this as he's coming into the second corner, and so close. It has paid off, but this time he defends left but leaves the right side right open as Tsunoda takes back the position that he once lost because he entered into the pits. And now we get a dive bomb right back, and Bortoleto is in the points positions, and we can now see that Tsunoda has a 5-second penalty. If Bortoleto just keeps it clean and keeps it right behind Tsunoda, stays within 5 seconds of Tsunoda and keeps Pierre Gasly right behind him. Yes, that's Pierre Gasly, even though the shorthand is VAL, that's Gasly. The Brazilian will earn points for the Sauber team. Who earned Sauber's first points of the season, and this is something that comes rarely and is something that is not really a given, as like we've earlier alluded, Sauber are a team with very few resources and very few chances to earn points even in the midfield, as they are bottom of the table when it comes to performance, even though they are backed by one of the biggest manufacturers in the world, and Audi. They are only going to be a fully fledged Audi team, and the tires are completely gone with Alonso chasing Bortoleto. And now, as we see here, Bortoleto, even after braking so close, and now Alonso takes back that position, but is he going to dive bomb it and get back? Uses the battery to get closer, and as we see, a dive bomb, and he misses the braking zone. And this is a change in the dynamic. The car still is running, the car is still on it, but Bortoleto, after being in a promising position, loses ground, loses positions, all because of a dive bomb attempt to gain back ahead of, quite frankly, the two-time world champion, as now Gasly gets that position. He's got Piastri on his back with a car that is at the brink of basically retirement, but still gets past Gasly for P11. And as we see, another hard braking point, and this time Bortoleto has to keep it clean and keep it soft, or else he is gone in the last lap. And no, Bortoleto, after all that, it is done. It is done. His race is over. It was so done. And as we see, the winners Oh my god. Okay, if you made it this far, please subscribe. My voice is gone. Thank you. And do this with some other random driver in the future. Thank you so much. And yep, this has been Valentine on Valentino F1. Sayonara. Peace.